day of Vlogmas! Yay! I can hardly believe it, but it is that time of year yet again. It is not quite yet Vlogmas for me. So as I am filming this, it is November 19th. It is day 19 of NaNoWriMo. So this is kind of a shadow vlog behind the scenes of the NaNoWriMo vlogs. But for those who are returning Vlogmas viewers, you will remember that I always pre-film at least one video, if not two. Last year I know I pre-filmed 2 videos. I think last year was the first time I started doing it that way. If you are watching this on the day it goes live, you are watching this on December 1st. So happy December! Happy Vlogmas, happy December. It's very exciting. So happy December, welcome to Vlogmas. So what can you expect here on my channel for Vlogmas? I feel like every YouTuber does Vlogmas a little bit differently, and that's cool. I'm a firm believer that there are no hard and fast rules of Vlogmas. Originally, I know the idea was filming and editing a new video every day, December 1st through the 24th. I like doing lots of Christmassy vlogs, so I pre-film a video or 2. This year there will be 2 pre-filmed videos, so you're watching this one on the first day of Vlogmas. I'm going to be taking down all the fall decoration and making it look very Christmassy in here. It's going to be a neat trick to try to hide as much of that as possible in the remainder of the November NaNoWriMo vlogs, because I don't want to give all the Christmas secrets away before December 1st, but I also cannot wait until the day before December 1st to do all of this. Today will be the Decorate for Christmas with Me vlog. So yeah, so today will be all of the Decorate for Christmas with Me. It's gonna get very Christmassy in here. I'm already so excited to edit this vlog because filming and editing in December and for Vlogmas is my favorite time of year on YouTube as both a viewer and as a creator. I have always loved Christmas, and if you have thought, like if you've been new here since last Christmas, and if you have thought that my vlogs throughout the year have been cozy and heartwarming and relaxing, thank you, but also just you wait, because we are gonna dial that up to the max. It's just gonna be super cozy, super festive, super relaxing. It is very Christmassy, very traditionally Christmassy, but I also hope that whatever holiday you celebrate at this time of year, that this feels like a cozy and just positive and festive space for you, whatever holiday you choose to celebrate. So you can let me know in the comments, are you celebrating Christmas? Are you celebrating something else? So yeah, it's Christmas and I'm excited is the long story short of that. I'm wearing a red cardigan, but I do have just a short sleeve t-shirt on under this because I live in Arizona, southern Arizona, so it is actually going to get up to 73 degrees today. We've gone back up into the 70s. It was really beautiful in the 60s for the last couple weeks, or the last like week and a half, and now it's deciding to go back up into the 70s, which normally it's in the low to mid 70s in early November, and we're finally starting to get into 60s and like sweater weather by Thanksgiving. This year it's decided to reverse that. I'm trying not to think about it. So I'm going to be putting on some Christmas music on the TV and just channeling all of the cool, wintry, cozy vibes. But I do have to go out onto my balcony, which is probably feeling about 75, 76 degrees at the moment because it is in full sunlight. And I need to get all of the boxes out. First, the boxes to put all the fall stuff away, and then the boxes to get all the Christmas stuff put out. So very excited. I will show you everything, the full process of decorating my home for Christmas. I have literally been waiting all year since January when I put everything away. So I have been waiting many months for this time of year to roll back around. I am definitely one of those people who starts counting down the day after Christmas. Get something cozy to drink, settle down and get comfy, and let's kick off this holiday season together. thought I'd do a little bit of a check-in here while I'm unwrapping some of these things. It's always nice to like unwrap decorations that have been boxed up now for over 10 months and just remind myself of some of the things that I have. And then it's also funny because all of them are wrapped in old shopping bags and things from previous trips to London or the UK in general. So like this candle holder was just wrapped in a bag from the Holy Trinity Church in Stratford-upon-Avon, which is where Shakespeare's grave is, in case you were wondering. And let's see what is in this V&A bag. I think this feels like a Santa Claus. It is a Santa Claus. I've had him for a while. It's from Michael's. I can tell that from, no, Joann's. It's from Joann's. I've probably had this, I mean, I shopped at Joann's after I stopped working there, but I know I bought a lot of stuff while I was working there because I had a discount. I think I worked there in 2000? Very long time ago. This Santa, which is a bell, I've had for even longer. And there's nothing on it. It says made in China, but I might have gotten this at a PX, maybe? Post Exchange? Fort Leavenworth? Fort Irwin, maybe? Mid 90s, early 90s? Who knows? I have a lot of Santa ornaments and decorations. I love Santa Claus. It's a whole thing for me. I've always loved Santa. These are from Bath and Body Works, and I've had these for years. They're mirrored on the inside, and then they're also cut out in different spaces. When a candle is inside, the shapes light up. So this one is trees and a stars and a moon, and then a horse-drawn sleigh. I've got two of the snowflake ones. This is the green one, which is reindeer and snowflakes. And I just put my little, this one needs the light needs to be changed, but little battery operated candles inside. I will show you a better shot of it at night when there's actually light, when it's actually dark enough to see. But we'll set these out in some different places. I need to do something with this, but I've got this little painted Christmas tree. I need to like stitch this into a small pillow, or honestly maybe even just trim it and then frame it. But I painted this. I'm telling you, this is one of those things that like looking back, I can tell ADHD. There was a moment where I got really into fabric painting. Bought all the equipment, all the supplies, and a cute box to store everything in. Bought the frames, bought the pins to keep the fabric to the frames, bought the fabric, did a few things, and then lost interest. One day I might get back into it because I did enjoy it. So anyway, I'm now gonna get all of these put away in their new homes for the season. And I now have 4 boxes that are empty and that can go back out to the storage closet, and I can start putting up the tree, which is very exciting. I've got another Christmas music playlist going. I've stopped and had some lunch. Once I get all of this stuff put away in this box packed back up, I might take another break before I haul these 4 boxes out and bring the Christmas tree in. Resting is important when you're decorating for Christmas, because this can be exhausting but fun. Fun but exhausting, exhausting but fun. Okay, so those of you who are new here might be a little bit concerned about the appearance of my tree. So I figured we would take a moment for me to explain briefly the history of this tree. So I and my family for years now have lovingly at least I've lovingly referred to it this way, have lovingly referred to this tree as the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So those of you who have watched the Charlie Brown Christmas special, Charlie Brown goes to get a Christmas tree and he ends up with like the last tree on the tree lot. It's basically just a scraggly branch and that's it, you know, stapled to a plank of wood as a stand. And it's not very pretty, just like my tree isn't very pretty. But then they decorate it and it's beautiful and it's charming, and that's what this tree is. So this tree my family has had for almost as long as I've been alive, really. I think my mom got it when I was 4 or 5. So this tree goes back to around 1985, 1986. So circa the mid-80s. It's retro, it's vintage, just like I'm a bit vintage at this point in my life. It's not the newest, latest, greatest Christmas tree technology for artificial trees. We've had an artificial tree for pretty much as long as I can remember. I really don't remember ever having a real Christmas tree. All of our Christmases in Germany were with this tree. When we first moved to Kansas, we had this tree. When we lived in California, we had this tree. I think it was when we were back in Kansas that my mom bought a newer and bigger artificial tree. We were in a bigger house. We had a whole huge downstairs family room, den area, and then a more formal living room with this beautiful bay window that looked out onto the street. And so we put the new Christmas tree there. When we moved here to Arizona, we continued putting this tree up in the family room, and this tree always had the colored lights and all of the family ornaments and like the handmade ornaments from when my sister and I were little kids. And then the big Christmas tree in the front window was the white lights with the white, red, green, and gold kind of themed ornaments, and was very pretty. When I moved out to go to grad school, my mom was like, "You're not living here, I'm not putting up 2 trees anymore." And so I was able to take this one with me. So this tree, after going through pretty much almost all of my childhood Christmases, certainly all the ones that I can remember, this tree then came with me to Tucson and was in all 3 of the apartments I had down there to decorate for Christmas. And then it came back up here. It was in storage in my parents' garage for a while I was living with them for 5 years. But when I moved into this apartment, I took it with me. And I moved into this apartment in August of 2013. And I was starting my PhD. That Christmas, I just remember feeling it was so frantic. I had hardly had any time to unpack my apartment. There were still boxes by December, even though I'd moved in August. But I made room to put up the Christmas tree. And this tree has been up in every Christmas I've had in this apartment. So this tree has literally been around the world. It's been to Germany and back. It's been across the country from Kansas to California, back to Kansas to Arizona. And it's been around the state from Phoenix to Tucson to Scottsdale. And so when I first put it up, it doesn't look that fancy. But once I get the lights on this and I get the ornaments and I put the Nuremberg angel on the top, who is probably even older than the Christmas tree. I've stolen that from my parents as well. They've never asked for it back, but I have the angel that has been probably on every Christmas tree since I was born, because I think my parents got her the year before I was born. So I'll show you her, but she doesn't go up until everything else is done. Angel is the last step. I mean, I'm getting emotional now thinking about it, but like, when we first got this tree, I wasn't even, I was below where the frame was cutting off, and now I can easily reach the top to put the angel on. I cannot imagine ever getting rid of this tree. So I will have it every year for as long as I possibly can until it loses all of its needles. And considering the fact that it is 35, 36 years old, and it still has as many needles as it does. I mean, every year it loses more. I need to vacuum before I stop for the day. But I love it. So it may not look like much to some of you who probably watch other YouTubers and influencers who have all the beautiful, fanciest artificial trees with all the latest, greatest technology that look and probably even smell like the real thing, but I would not trade this one for any of those. So I'm gonna get the lights going. I have bought a whole new set of lights, and I'm very excited about these because these ones actually can go between white lights and colored lights, and I can have them fade in and out and alternate between the two, or have them just white or just colored lights. I was very excited about that. So we're gonna get these plugged in and get these wrapped around. And I'm also very, very, very excited because I have never had the Christmas tree in this corner. I've had it in the other corner closer to the door. And last year, if you were here for last year's Vlogmas, I had it over by the balcony door. I have always wanted to be able to put a tree next to the fireplace, and I really wasn't sure how it was going to fit. It is definitely wedged into this corner so that it's not completely covering the front of the fireplace, which I'm not worried about that as a fire hazard because I just keep battery operated candles in the fireplace, but I didn't want it blocking those. So I actually think it fits perfectly if I wedge it into the bookcase just a little bit. So I'm definitely going to have the majority of my ornaments kind of just around this bit, but I think it's going to work. I'm very excited about that. Okay, it is now Sunday. It is the next day. So yesterday, we got the tree up. I'm so excited. It was so nice and relaxing and cozy and festive last night. Once the sun had gone down and it was just kind of the lights of the tree and the garland, everything looked so magical and so beautiful. I'm going to try to get a lot of B-roll tonight after I put all the ornaments up to kind of wrap up this vlog, because I'm going to try to get everything done today so that we can have a nice 2-day vlog of decorating for Christmas to put up for December 1st. So yeah, I'll try to get some B-roll of what it's looking like at night because it is pretty magical. There's just so many fairy lights around the apartment. The Christmas tree is up, and even without any ornaments on it, just with the lights, it was just looking so beautiful and so magical last night, and it just was making me so happy. So today I'm putting up the ornaments. So I'm waiting for my friend JJ to call me. We were gonna have a catch up. She's in Austria, so we were gonna catch up today. But I think I'm gonna put on a Netflix Christmas movie, like maybe The Christmas Prince or something, and just have that playing in the background while I start decorating, and then I can mute it when JJ calls, and then I'll talk to her while I put the ornaments up. But I have 3 boxes of remaining Christmas decorations and ornaments. I think most of them are ornaments. I have a lot of ornaments considering my tree is not that big, but I think one of these boxes has some other stuff mixed in along with ornaments. So I'm just gonna start doing 1 box at a time. For now, let's start putting on some ornaments.
In the a quiet evening, snow is falling, and from every window shines a light. Somewhere in the distance drums are calling, but no one heeds their call tonight. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, let your message once again ring true. As I walk through the streets of my old hometown,
Okay, the tree is decorated. So excited. I have just gotten off the phone with JJ. We had a lovely FaceTime catch up, so that was good. And I think it's really just time to put the angel on the tree and get all the boxes put back out. So I want to do the boxes first, but I need to put the box the angel is in back in one of the containers. So here is the angel. So we're gonna take her out, and then this is the angel. So she is quite old, but the paint is still, like, the paint on her face is hanging in there. The paint on her hands is a little bit less, and her wings, the gold is flecking off the feathers, and maybe this red is a little less vibrant than it once was, but she's still in remarkably good condition. I'll have to double check with my mom, but I think she is at probably about the same age as me. She might be even a year older than I am, but she was purchased in Nuremberg. So I'm gonna set her down here, and then I want to get all of these 3 boxes. I've got one of them on my ottoman, so I want to get these 3 boxes put back out in the storage unit before I do the last step of the angel. Okay, the living room area, other than the tripod, is now roughly back in order, and all that's left is the angel. Come up here, and there we go. Make sure she's on straight. I think she is. I am very excited. So if we step back, there we go. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy it's this time of year again. This really is my absolute favorite time of year, and it just makes me so happy. I'm gonna have to turn the Christmas Prince back on, or just rewatch it later, because JJ called me about halfway through, not even quite halfway through, so I missed a lot of it. I've seen it like 6 times, so it's not that big of a deal. I can't stop looking at the tree. It makes me so happy that it's now up and it's lit and it has all the ornaments, and they're all so pretty, and each one holds a different memory. There is something about the really beautiful, really themed, very aesthetic kind of trees, and I'm not gonna lie, if I had a house with multiple rooms, I would totally be someone who has like a tree in almost every room. But I have a 1-bedroom apartment with a very open floor plan in the main living space. So this is what I can fit. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that everything is now decorated. I'm so excited that Vlogmas is now going to be starting. Like, I'm filming the first official video for Vlogmas. If you have enjoyed this vlog, and if you are excited for Vlogmas, please give this vlog a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We now have a whole month of amazing Christmassy festive content coming up. In the comments, Let me know, when do you decorate for Christmas? That has been the theme of this video. When do you decorate for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or winter solstice? Like, do you decorate? If you decorate for whatever holiday you're celebrating at this time of year. I guess let me know in the comments, what holiday are you celebrating at this time of year? I'd love to know. And do you decorate for it? And if you do decorate, when do you start that process? So let's chat decorations and holidays in general in the comments. And I will see you all tomorrow. So exciting. In the next day of Vlogmas. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, families near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all, from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, my presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day. Give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver white. You dazzle us all, from big to small. Warm laughter and white smiles, my presents stacked in piles. Take me away, Christmas Day.